stop whatever the fuck they doing and go get one just so they can, you know, fit in and, oh, look at me. Even though niggas don't even fucking care about waves and real. Waves have been a part of fucking life. Like, literally, you got a fade, you got waves. Like, it ain't no wave check, none of that shit. Like, nigga, everybody got waves. Like, don't swim 100 times a day, like, at all points of the day.
Letting that shit cook.
Like, period, point blank. And that's another thing. No do-rags in school. Like, we went to uniform school, so like niggas wasn't even having that shit. So if your shit wasn't ready by the time you got on the bus or got around your guys and shit, nigga, your shit wasn't ready. And niggas was gonna fry you. Period. Like, you need to have your shit right before school, nigga. So when you get there, you lit, nigga. All you got is the brush. That's it. But niggas on Twitter like, wave check, wave check. Like, y'all gay ass. Like, y'all just start getting waves. Niggas been doing this shit. And I have the waves right now on swim mode. You can look at my MySpace pics and everything. Like, I have my shit on swim mode right now. But, you know, I got the fro. Because everybody had, you know what I mean? Everybody had waves. Like, everybody had a fade. And I don't like how my...
God, nobody find my MySpace pics.
I pay good bread.
Like a real jabroni.
I pay real good bread. Oh God. You still have access to it? Like, have you seen it recently? Like, that shit crazy.
I'll look at that because usually, like, you could just like Google Bryce Everett and like if you scroll along, but because I might have recharged. I think I might have remade my MySpace when they tried to research or whatever, just to test it. So you might not be able to find it.
I got some Rogerson on my MySpace. Cause I can't get access to my like actual like lit when I was a kid MySpace, but I made one like when they did the revamp, and I was like around the Facebook. You know, we were trying to find a place to stay and shit. So yeah, I think I made one around then, which was still like 2011, but it wasn't the same after that rebrand. Like, it just wasn't the fucking same.
Yeah.
Even if they bring it back, like, who knows if it'd even be the same? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if the feel would be there.
Especially because like when people used it for music back then, it was cool because that was kind of like, that was low key as fuck. But now you know that everybody that remade a new one was just like, it was just gonna be SoundCloud but with profiles, which would have probably been really gay.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really. I'm not finding it.
I made some decent shots. Yeah, test it. Yeah. Deep range dead eye. Telling you, I'm a 3-man.
I was like, bro, it's the internet. It's make me look as stupid as possible.
Yeah, niggas did not give a fuck what they was putting on the internet back in the day. It's crazy.
Oh shit, why did that pop up?
Like, if I ever get famous or niggas, the police shoot me or something, I'm gonna be pissed because they're gonna use all the worst pictures that I could have sworn I got rid of. That shit gonna be bad. Niggas ain't gonna use none of my pictures.
Just give me a good picture of you and I'll make sure the job get done.
I got you, bro. All the ones pretty much on Facebook, like, ain't them shits, but
I was just a picture of Frederick Douglass.
Right, yeah, right. Same imagery.
Justice.
Malcolm X or something. Black militant. They gonna say some shit on there on Fox. Fuck. Well, that 3's not going down. Got the Jesus Shuttleworth 3, man. Fuck, nigga. Fuck, nigga. Ah, green.
Dang, what the fuck is this dog barking at?
Ah, fuck. Fuck. Vlad bitch ass. So I was watching Vlad's bitch ass today. Cause the baby was on there. I was like, you know what? Let me see what this nigga got to say. Cause sometimes like I'll not like a nigga's music, but like I like the character and shit. You feel me? And that's if they own their tongue truth though.
That definitely happens a lot too.
Yeah.
That definitely happens a lot.
Fuck. But nigga was on there and he was talking about how before he was really lit in the music, he was still lit in the street and he was wearing Cubans and shit and blah blah blah. And like no matter what, he would be wearing it. So like you could catch that nigga in like basketball shorts and a t-shirt and he'd still be wearing all his ice. And Vlad was like, oh, so you don't like store it in the bank or anything in a safety deposit box? And he was like, nah, hell nah, what the fuck? And the reason why he said that shit was because another artist had came in and said that he does that so he doesn't get robbed or whatever the fuck reason he, you know what I mean? And Vlad was all like, oh my god, that's like the best idea I ever fucking heard. Oh my god, more rappers need to do that. Oh my god. And then when the baby was like, yeah, bro, that's fucking stupid. Like, how am I gonna wear this shit to a club if the bank's closed? Like, he's like, Vlad's like, yeah, bro, you're fucking awesome. You're like the street Jesus. Oh my god. Like, who didn't think of that? And I was like, wow, you really just flip-flop dick eater. Like, shit's crazy.
Yeah, in his freestyle the other day, he said, freestyle, loosely based, but he was on some
radio show.
Said, somebody get your homeboy. He just got shot by the dude wearing a diaper.
Yeah.
I was like, that's mean. I don't care how weird that is. That was fucked up. That was just mean as hell.
But I hate when people call like themselves marketing geniuses and they really just do like shit that's like just doesn't get any respect. Like, you're not a marketing genius for like literally putting on getting butt ass naked and putting on a fucking diaper. Like that was you calling yourself the baby and then literally putting on a fucking diaper. Like, that wasn't genius at all.
Common sense.
Or like bitches that shake ass. Like, they really like, there's this bitch on IG that literally just shakes her ass. Like, known IG model, and she calls herself a marketing genius. Like, cause she does pay for repost and shit like that. Like, bitch, you just have a fat ass. Like,
no, yeah, I've seen some real. Bro, this is the craziest one. I've probably told you about this one, but it was just this guy. At first, it was just him and then his friend. It's like, you remember that it was a book that got turned into a movie, and it was called "I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell."
Yeah.
Bro,
isn't that Jason Tucker or whatever name is?
It might have been, cause I don't know, cause I remember it was a big like blog thing at first, and it was a book or whatever. I don't know. But dude, there was this one guy, and then he like just asked his friend to help him. This guy really is a marketing genius. So he pretty much birthed the style of hate sharing. I swear to God, because they went into major cities, and they put up a bunch of these like typical posters, like, you know, like at bus stops and in the hallways at the train stops or at the subway stops, or just like, you know, up on buildings. But they went themselves and they like wrote a bunch of shit all over it, like they would write like faggot or like fuck, this movie's fucked up, or they wrote a bunch of like feminist type shit, like this movie is like so misogynistic. There's a whole bunch of pictures of it, and then with anonymous accounts they would be like, you know, like, oh, people are saying this and this about the movie, and then like everybody, because I forget which I forget which website it was. I think it like got shared a whole bunch on Tumblr or some shit. That's where it really
it sounds like some Tumblr type shit.
Like, everyone's just like, oh, like, everyone's saying this about this random movie that's not even out yet. And, like, it just, like, boom. Like, some movie that was probably not gonna even, like, no one was gonna even know about it, like, ended up being a top box. Like, that shit was smart. I kinda wanna do some shit like that. Maybe not necessarily, like, the idea of putting up posters around and having people, like, you know, like, say something real mysterious, like, what the fuck is this shit?
But shit, motherfuckers be on their phone so much in this day and age. It's like, man, niggas don't even look at the posters on the pole.
Right. Oh no, like in Chicago, right down by the school and stuff. Like literally, like almost like every pole on the toe and fucking posters of random shit, and invites to shows and just like all this shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
I feel like marketing genius. You just gotta. I'd say like you gotta.
Partially dumb luck.
A lot of dumb luck.
It's,
but having an idea is
a
so
little
dumb, so simple that it's perfect. Like that's
Right,
always
yeah.
genius. Because when you
That's
overthink,
why-
niggas can smell it on you, like the desperation
right,
or
exactly.
whatever.
Exactly.
Every time.
That's why that Fire Festival shit worked. Just
I
because it
never
was
looked
like a
into that yet.
psychological thing.
I keep hearing
But,
about it though.
It's pretty like
The
it's
giant Rickroll.
a little bit like it was kind of nice because the thing that people aren't talking about that whole deal, which is kind of is that like he really exploited like an island of indigenous people, and it was really
Oh.
shitty. Like
He did
'cause
some
when
cracker
he-
shit.
exactly, bro, and like because like I mean like they're on him for all that other shit. Because someone
I had
made a
no
good point.
idea.
It's like
I'm completely
like-
new. I'd never heard. I've seen it on Netflix, like the little title, but I never clicked on it.
I mean, like, you won't even have to watch it, bro. I'll break it down for you. So
Yeah.
this dude, he's just like typical rich white kid, rich family or whatever, and like he's got like some sort of business degree doing dilly dally whatever, fucking
Mhm.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
And he has this idea where he's like, you know, like he went to Bonnaroo or some gay shit and was like, oh, you know, this is a dope idea. And of course, my cracker ass, the first thing I
Mhm.
think is, how can I make money off this idea that I just stole? So, like, textbook cracker shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's like, so he's just like inquiring to a bunch of people that he knows about, like, oh, how to go about starting a music festival, and they're all like, you need this, this, and this, this, and that. And so, like, basically, he just kind of, you know, literally personified fake it till you make it, because he.
And what year is this?
It was
14?
over. It was last summer.
Oh,
I
last
think it was
one.
last summer. So basically, the first thing he did was like he had to like test out like where he was gonna do it, and
So he knew from the
like,
beginning he was going to
well-
sham people.
no, he really kind of thought that he was gonna be able to do it, but he was just a dumbass, but he just like went. Then cause he was really like a scammer. Like he's like the shit that he was on before. Like he would like be like, yo, I got tickets for this, and sell them to
Mhm.
people, and then like it was just like, you know, he'd be like on some like some
Bullshit.
scammer
Straight up
shit.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and what's funny is that he even like starts doing that halfway through. But like, okay, so he hires like a marketing team and all this. Like he pretty much paid a whole bunch of like IG like quote unquote like social media influencers.
Mhm.
They would like take pictures of them pretending to be at these parties, and they would be like, oh, you know, talks about the Fire Festival and da 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 da. The thing, this is why everyone's ate up at Ja Rule, is because he's pretty much like he's the poster boy for the shit. Like the guy teamed up with Ja Rule, and Ja Rule was like, yeah, like because it was supposed to have a whole bunch of music artists, and it was supposed to have a whole bunch of music artists, right? And so like, so he teams with Ja Rule, and they're like, yeah, you know, we're gonna maybe you should watch it because I might paraphrase too much, because what you really got to see like the image.
Yeah, I'm
like,
assuming you're
looks behind.
paraphrasing, so I'm gonna definitely go into it and get the fine details
But
and shit.
so yeah, like he, you know, so he goes on these TV shows, and they're like, yeah, you know, because so with the way it really like the start of it is like before even half the shit was done, is like they just had these like ads that would be like, you know, do you want to go to this like music festival that'll be on like some sort of like Caribbean island where it's just
I've
gonna
probably
be an
seen that
island
ad
of all the
before.
music festival shit. Yeah, and they're like, you know, like you can meet with the artists, like everyone's gonna have like these like, you know, like bungalows, or like people could pay for like these mansions where like everyone's just gonna basically be on this island and music and party. And like people are gonna like show up on like boats and shit because it's like out there, and like all this like, you know, typical like too good to be true.
Oh, yeah.
How could you fall for this bullshit? shit. And, so then yeah, so he teams up with Ja Rule, and Ja Rule's like, yeah, I'm headlining the festival, and like I put my money in. Me and this guy are 50-50. like, cause he just goes on and like talks a whole bunch of shit, and the guy, you know, is just like, yeah, you know, my cracker ass is pretending to put on a whatever music festival. So like, what they do, at least in the one that I watched, because there's a Hulu one and a Netflix one, and I guess they're pretty different.
What?
But in the one that I watched,
Holy shit.
yeah, it's not like that it's not that they tell different sides. Like, it's not like they're like trying to defend the guy in one. And they just like tell different parts of it, and they interview different like people. Like,
That's deep.
Cause like
Damn.
the dude's in jail, so there's like no getting away. Like there
They
was
getting
no, like,
bread off his
fucking
dumb
around
ass
that
now.
beast, dude.
It's lit. His ass in jail.
Yeah.
Thank God. I was wondering how the story was gonna end.
Yeah, but cause like they interviewed a couple people who were just like this one dude was just like, I don't know, active on Twitter, and he like when he was like kind of like following like what was going on, and at a certain point, cause when he first like started with the idea, it was just like, you know, it just like it was like happening so fast. It was just like, okay, decided it was gonna be on this island or whatever, and like this guy was like, it would have taken him like at least 6 months to be able to get these permits. There was no way in hell he actually got the license for this. I'm pretty sure this is a scam. So this dude makes a like burner account on Twitter, and it's like Fire Festival is a scam, and it's just like tweeting all these people this shit. Cause like this dude, he goes to this island and like pretty much just goes there to party and shit, and then he asks the people on the island, like he gets cool with some of them, and it's just like, hey, you know, I'm trying to do a music festival where I do this and that. Would it be, can I do that here? Can I buy out the land and do that here? And like,
They're like,
the guy
hell no.
that they interviewed from the island, he asked me at first, and like bro, like these people like barely even speak English type shit, and he's like, he asked me, you know, could I do this? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And so they say fuck it, and they where it's supposedly gonna be, and they start putting up the advertisements for it. They're like, this is a go, fuck it, we're gonna be able to do this. They didn't even get the permits or rights for the land and shit. Like they were just like, I'll come back with the money and they'll accept it because, you know, it'll give them jobs. Right, yeah. And so then, yeah, they just go through with the marketing plan, and it was like low key, like they were on it with the marketing shit. Like, he paid for hella, like, you know, he got like a bunch of artists. He like, I don't think any of the artists like really agreed, but he did like send out emails, and like, so like he had some like, it was like he was like, oh, could at one point because he paid Kendall Jenner to post about it, so it was like, oh, good music's gonna be at Fire Festival. Oh, like, you know,
and Kendall actually posted it.
So yeah, what she posted was at one point. This was actually a really dope marketing technique, and like Conlon does some shit like this, and I kind of want to try to like fuck with it. So like there's this day on Twitter where like he had all the IG influencers, and he paid Kendall Jenner to post. It was just like the post was just orange, like it was just this orange color, and then it had like you know how you can what is it like tag somebody. The tag was like Fire Festival, and then people could go and like look. It was like this little ate up little website that was like, here's what it's all about, buy your tickets and get finessed. And fucking so Kendall Jenner posts that shit, so people think it's real official and all this and that. And so then from there he's like, oh, you know, everyone, because he did the classic like damn near like drug dealer thing, like he didn't even buy the weed until he knew it was sold. Like he was like bruh, like he was like bruh. So then he just kind of had to just like wing it from there, and like people were starting to get on his case. Like I said, that one dude they interviewed, like in between all that, that's when the dude figured it out. He was like, there's no way he has the permits to do all this, and he's just bluffing. That's probably a scam. And like, dude, it got to, and it was getting bad because people were starting to see through it.
Yeah,
like,
once it's that extravagant, like you can't be phony.
But his marketing team was really good because they would go through and delete any comments that were about that were negative about it. They reported all that shit.
Natural
scam. So it got to a point. So like, oh man, because let me think about it. Yeah, so like hella artists are like, yeah, we're doing this, we're gonna go to it. It gets to this point where he tries to go back to the island, whatever, but like the island that he can buy, it's like not it's like not that nice looking at all. Like it doesn't have any of the palm trees. Like it literally kind of looks like North Florida with those white sand beaches. Like shit looks like it was like gross. Like so basically the shit, you know, automatically doesn't even look like what it was in the pictures. And but it was fucked up, dude, because like it was like too late for all the people who got finessed. So like they're like half the people working it are already knowing like when they're setting it up, like they get to the island and like it's just all these like tents and they see what's going on and the people working there are like, bro, like this is not real, like this is a scam.
Damn.
And so like then the day comes and bro, like there's like maybe like there's like a handful, like maybe 10, like because they built a couple villas, like decent little like houses, but then the rest of them were just like these like concentration camp looking tents. And so like the people for the festival like show up because it's, I mean, hella people are reserving tickets, buying VIP, all these rich ass.
This nigga got a lot of bread off that shit. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, and like, and what's fucked up is like even before that point, people got there. Like when people were trying to see through it, like this dude on the side was like, "Oh, I need a little bit more money so I can pay for this and that." Oh, okay. So like that's when he kept doing that little tickets thing. He was saying like, "Oh, I got tickets to Lakers games," and then would just finesse people. And then
he got back to the old hustle.
Yeah, he would use that money to try to back pay, because a bunch of people were being like, "There's no invoice for this artist," and their managers are saying that they're not signed up for this. What are you talking about? This dude went so far as that he wrote up a fake spreadsheet of like artist invoices, and it was like it was like I don't even really know what that shit would look like, but I would have, like, I immediately, like, from the documentary, I was like,
I've never seen one before, but I know that one was fake.
Right, yeah, I was like, that. I have seen one before now, because your boy done sold the beat recently, but,
you did,
bro. Like it literally was like, I'm telling you, like, and I know it sounds stupid, but you, like, any person who is not an idiot, like any fucking dumbass, even somebody who doesn't give two shits about
music, drew it with a
crayon,
come on.
Been like, that is not a fucking invoice, like, this is literally just, because it was like, artist name, Young Thug, payment, and then he would just put in like a random amount of money, like, it was just like, bro, and people were just, whatever, they were just like, oh, no, he paid the artist, it's cool. So all these people show up to this fucking island with all these little Nazi-looking tents.
Hell no.
There's like maybe
is this still like U.S. territory, or is this like some Bahamas,
it was
Cayman
somewhere
Islands?
in the Caribbean or some shit. Yeah, I think it's in the Bahamas or some shit. So fucking.
So where do you get locked up at, in the States?
Show up.
Damn, this
yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
So people show up. And they're all looking around and they're like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not even like half of what we signed up for. Like, it's understandable if it ain't what it looked like, but bro, like, this is like, it was like terrifying. Like, it literally looked like
where the fuck did we just take ourselves to? We flew on a plane and we're very far from home. Like.
Right, so hella people don't have a way back, bro. They like don't even have like enough water and shit for people. So like it got to this point where everybody's like crowding around and like, what's going on? There's like a mob, and this motherfucker, the cracker, of course, he gets a chair and he's got a megaphone and he's just all like, all right, you know, I'm the guy running Fire Festival. I'm gonna sort this all out. So everybody just line up and you know, and come talk to me and ask me, you know, and we'll figure it out one-on-one. And then like he's like trying to like just like these people are like, where am I staying? And all these people, he's just giving them some bullshit. And then he's just like, all right, everybody just go grab a tent. Everybody just go find a tent and claim it. It's yours. So everyone just starts.
Nigga turned this shit into Hunger Games. What the fuck?
Right. And then and so like. And then like a couple of the people he paid, like the social media influencers, they all got to be in these like nice they got to be in because they still made like 10 of those like nice houses. So yeah, so like some of them still got to be in those like nice ass.
You lucky didn't get killed
people
fucking with them
like,
people.
Storming, trying to get in there. Right, yeah, like that shit was about to go crazy. Like they didn't have water, like they had to like just pass out bottles of water to people. It was fucked, bro.
Luckily, the only people that could afford to get over there were pansy ass crackers that, you know what I mean, had money to blow like that. But if it would have been a bunch of niggas over there, they would have fucked him up.
But the funny thing is, somebody on Twitter was like, because it was some dude who went and got scammed. He was like, hey, bro, honestly, like I'm not that rich, so I thought it was really funny for me, for my middle class, like for me to see all of these like rich like people just tweak over some shit that got finessed over. Like it don't happen to the rest of us. Like I was like, I'm glad someone. I always enjoy when someone can find the joy in something terrible.
The silver lining.
That's it takes a lot of patience. Yeah, it's like that dude is a humble guy. But yeah, bro. So that. Cause it's not even like, bro, like he was like, writing false checks, like he's literally writing money out of thin air. Like,
I'd be sick if that nigga was still walking
like,
around in these streets though. I'd be sick.
Oh, he'd probably be dead, bro, cause hell, a lot of those people were mad.
For real. I don't know how he thought that shit was gonna end up. Like when people actually came, like, come on, dog, what are you thinking?
And yeah, and so the thing is like, people are giving Ja Rule a bunch of shit, and at first even I was like, bro, like Ja Rule is not the mastermind behind anything. Like, if he was paid to be the sponsor, like if he was paid to be, like, oh, I'll pay you to be Mr. Poster Boy. It's like, obviously Poster Boy isn't sitting in on the meetings where they're talking about finessing people and shit. So it's like, I didn't blame him, but. Cause he was all buddy with the dude, and like he was on this radio show, and he was like, he must have been like drunk or some shit, and like they were like pressing him, like they were asking him about it. They were they weren't like pressing him, they were being all cool about it, like, oh, so, come on, Ja, like did you know it was a scam? And he was like, honestly, bro, like, man, after a certain point, how could you not? And it was like, God damn.
At a certain point, how could you not? Honestly, like, come on, like catfish, like, bro, you can't get pulled on a string for 3 years and you never seen this bitch in your life. Like, come on, dog. 3 years. And she ain't horny enough to buy a $300 ticket.
It's like, so it's like he knew, but he didn't really know until it was 2 hours. I mean, he could have said something and be like, yo, this shit's fucked. But like, he was just, in a pickle, and each way was the wrong way. So it's like, I don't really blame you on that. Like, that shit was, because it really
Ja Rule. Like, niggas ain't trying to. Niggas ain't calling Ja Rule's phone and saying, yeah, we're about to pay you some money to come do a show, and you know what I mean? Like, niggas don't call him that often. So like, when niggas call him saying that shit, he
can.
Like, when that shit fake, bro, because niggas don't call you at all. Like,
it's just like. And it was just like, you just feel bad because there were hella people, like, they interviewed a bunch of these people on Twitter, like, man, we tried so hard to, like, we really give shit about people, like, they're like, bro, we really knew that these people were going to get scammed and it was going to be really bad, and we tried to stop it from happening, and their media team was just on their shit. And
but at the same time, like, you can't trust a website with only good reviews. Like, I was about to buy a chain for my bitch. And the chain that I was looking at had like 200 some odd reviews, and they're all positive. They're all good. Not a single person said anything bad. I was like, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
Took that shit to the Better Business Bureau. That shit was all fugazi. Like, not one person said anything even a little, not terrible, just even a little negative. Y'all delete everything. See, that's where y'all fucked up.
Right, not even like, oh, yeah. It took a while, but it came in. Like, not even like a halfway, like, whatever. Yeah, like an honest thing. Because that's usually what I look for. Something that's 50-50. That's usually the most kind of honest response.
And even if it's mixed, like, it's real.
Somebody in there would be like, oh, someone would be like, hey, man, it's not 100% real, but at least the diamonds maybe be like, they're like, they're 50% real. They're somewhat there. I'd be like,
right, and now it makes sense. But everybody's like, oh, great gift. I got it from my niece. Great gift. Got it from my granddaughter. Great gift. Great. Everybody said something good. I said, no, this ain't right. This ain't right. Because there's jobs on Craigslist where you work for a company and you just, make sure the reviews is awesome. So when I heard about that shit, I was like, yeah, niggas be on it. And then the spelling, niggas don't be having spellings right. And I almost believed it too, because one of them was like a lady from Muncie. It had like it had their name, and it had like their area, but it didn't say like what state, but it just said Muncie. I was like, huh, nobody gonna make that shit up.
Yeah, it's
Yep. Ungrateful rat bastard. Treyway calls so and so from jail. Says Tekashi 6ix9ine is an ungrateful rat bastard. I gotta click on this shit.
Right.
Fuck,
you should be
I'm
happy
breaking.
at first.
For real. That nigga Vlad asked the baby about I guess a shooting. Somebody that came in, 5 niggas that came into his crib and tried to rob him shit. He's like, can you talk about that? Said, yeah, I can talk about it. Alright, so yeah, it says take me there. So start me from the beginning. I was like, oh, this nigga getting his popcorn ready. But the video is under there.
They're so weird.
Shit was crazy. Said, Vlad, you really get a fucking boner off this shit. You and Adam. A full-fledged fucking boner.
I just don't understand, bro. It's like there's gotta be people out there who know how to fucking, ask questions and like, it's like, how can the interview shit just be this fucked?
Like, bro, like the problem with me and Vlad and Adam and them is like they get off on that. Like they live vicariously through the artists that they're fucking interviewing. You know what I mean? Versus like somebody like Charlemagne cares. Like even though niggas talk shit about Charlemagne all the time, he makes jokes and he says weird ass shit. He's one motherfucker that like he'll pray for you and he'll be dead ass serious. Like he'll be making jokes and then after the joke's over, he'll be like, nah, for real though, like stay safe, my nigga. Like for real, just keep making music.
Yeah,
like
that's what I said
even
when
if your
he was
shit trash, keep making music.
I was like, he's out to save this dude's life. Like
about black people, especially. Like he don't want to sit there and listen to your shooting stories and shit. You want to hear about what the fuck you did after that, and then you get back in the street or you clean yourself up. Like, and Vlad and them niggas don't want to hear none of that shit. They don't never ask you nothing about your music. They ain't probably even heard your music. They just heard your street cred. See, you got tats all in your face and shit. Or you get the label paying them so you can have more street cred, like Skinny from the 9. They told that nigga Skinny, go up in there and tell them that your parents is fucking felons and they have buku warrants and they be skipping states and shit, and niggas gonna look at you like you a street nigga. And what niggas started doing right after that interview, beating his shit in every time they see his ass. One punch crunching his shit.
Wasn't Vince Staples who said that like for white people they just they made it so that like black people just sell trauma. That's all that they like used it for.
Yep. Just music, movies, all that shit. We don't really get too many triumphant stories and shit, and even then it's based off trauma. It's off the backbone of trauma. Like nigga had to go through like The Blind Side. Like nigga gotta be piss poor, broke, can't read, and mind you, half that shit wasn't even real in the real life story. You know what I mean? Like Michael Ward knew how to read and shit. Like the crack lady did save him from the hood and shit, but nigga wasn't like fucking dumb as a box of rocks. Like,
yeah, that definitely is some white savior shit, and that shit is fucked up.
Man, it seemed like this nigga was like fucking literally like a fucking problem child.
Yeah, that's why even if those Jordan Peele movies are mid, I do fuck with what he said about how his characters, they're not black for a black, projecting a black story. They just happen to be black because they're American. And somebody was asking him on Twitter, and he's like, all my movies gonna have black roles, is because I'm not gonna hire a white guy as a lead role because I've seen that movie. And I was like, okay, that's real. I was like, I don't blame you. And people try to say that's racist and shit, and I was like, bro, like, how could you, like, honestly just be mad at them not wanting to,
Yeah, at least he's telling you. And instead of saying, no, I don't really care about any, I'm colorblind, I don't see color.
Yeah. Right, and then he's like,
and continue to put a black guy in every role anyway. Like, I don't see color, and he should have done that.
Although that'd be funny, because I could see him being sarcastic. He'll be like, no, what are you talking about? I don't It's like I love white people, and then in every movie, a white person's like getting their ass beat. That's funny, but yeah, he's just like, bruh, I've seen that.
For real, we all have, like, dead ass. Like, honestly, that's why I don't watch new movies, like, especially the scary ones. Like, it's always like a white bitch or a white dude doing dumb shit. And I'm like, the dumb shit that was funny.
Gosling, Tom Cruise, and George Clooney couldn't possibly be in any more movies. Like, they've been in 90% of movies. I'm sick of it. Clark Gable looking ass shit.
Shit crazy. You know, so it's like, I'm tired of thrillers, honestly. Like, that's all they can really make these days because of, like, the ratings, and niggas want kids to be able to go in the movie and shit. Like, you don't want your movie banned out of movie theaters because it's too fucking violent, even if it's rated R, you know what I mean? And you don't want it rated X or anything beyond R because then niggas can't watch it. Like, you want as much money as you can, so you make it as soft as fucking possible. And, like, that's why all the fucking scary movie genre is just thrillers, literally. Like, it's 8 jump scares, and then a fucking ambiguous ending for a fucking sequel, and the movie's over. And you've seen half the shit in the preview the whole 3 months leading up to this shit. Like, you already know when the jump's gonna happen because you can hear it. Like, come on, man. Like, that shit's not cool. That shit lame. Like, at least in, like, not Chucky, but it, like, niggas was getting, like, lopped off and getting smoked, and the special, what's this shit called? Special effects was crazy. Shit was crazy.
Are you talking about the new It?
Mm-hmm. I fucked with it.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, although I kind of wanted to, because I did like I like the It movies. The old ones were tight. Well, the first one was way more dope. The second one was weird.
Yeah, I never saw
the
It
ending
too.
of it was
I need to rewatch the first It movie.
The second one was like they're all older and they're like at
Oh, I did see that one. I thought that was like connected to the first movie.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that was the second one. Cause like at the end, he's like a fucking spider or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. I always thought that was like a time skip in the middle of the movie.
Cause I was pretty sure that like.
I mean, you know better than I do. I would like watch it on TV, so I'm assuming they just played them one after the other.
Cause see, you probably watched it back. Cause that's why I was like chilling with my friend, that I used to skate with, and then we watched them like back to back. We watched the first one and the second one back to back. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yo, what up, Mike? What up, Bryce?
What up, Nick?
Man,
Yeah,
Mike,
man.
you see that motherfucking Purdue win, boy?
Oh yeah, I was watching the game.
Boy, nigga, tell me why, bro. We was supposed to be closing at work, my nigga. Niggas pulled out the big screen and nigga, everybody quit doing that shit.
God damn.
Yeah, bro, that shit was close as hell. Nigga was splashing threes at the end.
Bro, I'm talking about my nigga when it was 80 to 80, bro. Nigga, they had students in the dining court, bro. They had students in the dining court with that shit on their laptop, bro. At one point, my nigga, we was literally all huddled around these students' laptop, bro, like trying to see what was going on.
Shit was crazy. They blew like a damn near 30-point lead.
Yeah, I heard they went on like a 25 rip run. I'm like, damn.
Bro, it was crazy.
Them up.
Yeah, bro, they were doing them niggas bad, bro. I thought they was finna lose, bro. Old boy Edwards went to the line. Kato, sit down somewhere. Edwards went to the line and that nigga he got fouled. Like it was like 2.5 seconds left. That nigga went up for the 3-point and got fouled, bro.
I seen
he
that
had to go
shit,
to the line for three free throws.
Yeah, he missed the first one. Nah, he missed the first one and he hit the last two. That shit was crazy because that shit happened to me last night. I kicked my feet on 2K and got my motherfucking three. That shit was hot. Damn. But Klein, that nigga Klein was splashing them hoes like he wasn't no fuck. This nigga had one from so far back. Bro. I'm like, gee, don't even throw that shit up there. That shit landed all net. I'm like, damn. I said, do not throw up that bum ass three. Folks threw it up. That bitch went in. I said, hell no.
My nigga, while I was in the dining court, I said, man, them niggas on their road to glory, man.
Yeah,
niggas on their RTG, boy. That's that shit that's that shit NCAA writing the video game script.
I was thinking folks was high like, from the last game.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause buddy ass, the nigga
that's
that was
what
flashing.
I was thinking. I was like, damn, bro. I was like,
he's still high from the last game. Cause
I know I was.
His ass was tweaking out there. Like last 5 seconds, they had like 5 seconds left, and this nigga wasted like 4 of them driving down to the hoop like by himself. I'm like, gee, pass that motherfucker.
I know,
what
bro.
You doing,
that shit. I seen that shit, bro. He should have kicked that bitch out. But I mean, he did get fouled though, bro. So it really wasn't.
I've been chucking up straight bullshit. I got 7% on the 3-point line. That shit's sad. I had 1 3. I'm 1 for 10 in the first half.
Oh boy, it's
0 for 7. I'm just chucking them bitches up.
Yeah, man, them niggas. Who they play next?
I don't know. I think whoever they play they gotta win. Whoever they still like gotta play their game. Cause I think a bunch of niggas play tomorrow. Fuck.
That was a good ass game though.
I'm losing fans now.
And shit. The best part about March Madness, boy, is that when the games go on, nigga, the dining court be empty. Niggas is at the bar, boy. Niggas is watching the game and getting wings.
I'm losing fans like a bitch. Let me stop.
Damn, that bitch. You see, bro. You see, I quit doing that shit, bro. Cause I just started putting up all type of bum ass shit just cause I'm starting to get annoyed with the game.
I swear, G.
And I'll start trying to force them bitches to fall.
I'm ready to get up out of here.
You just start trying to force them bitches to fall, bro. Bro, you cannot do that shit, bro.
And we playing OKC. I can't even see the screen. I can't see who winning.
Bro, that shit literally happened. That shit literally happens every single fucking time I play the Warriors, my nigga. I get pissed off and I start giving up.
I can't even tell who winning. Like, I got my camera over the fucking scoreboard, so I don't know if we losing by a lot, winning by a lot. I don't know.
I know I couldn't see the score because that's how I knew you was online. Nigga, I called your phone, bitch, you ain't answer.
I might have been on the phone if you called. That shit just sent right. No, it's 51-55. We ain't done about much. You play San Andreas yet, Nick?
No, I actually, bro, this is a classic right here. Like shit, yeah, that bitch look a little rough, bro, but that motherfucker a classic. And you know how much this, you know how big this game is? 3.2 gigabytes.
Yeah, it should download it for me in like 15 minutes, so I know that shit gonna take like 3 seconds for you.
I'm about to see how much that shit say right now. That shit literally says 96 seconds left, and I literally just started it.
When you play it, you can see how light it is. You can just feel how light that game is. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's the future, though, you know what I mean? Back in the day, that shit used to be heavy as hell. Now...
Man, that shit's still heavy, bro. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
I'm talking about on the system. To run the graphics and shit.
Oh, yeah. System probably don't be making no noise, boy. That
hell no. That shit be just chilling.
Damn. I see. Oh, you want to look at those papers, though? I'm going to need some help filling that shit out. Like, I'm going to have to call her in the morning and ask her exactly how. Because she, like, circled it, and she basically told me what I need to put on there, but I need to call her again so that I can get that. Yeah. Because, like, that shit has to be filled out in pen. And, I mean, I called her on Monday, and I didn't get it till Thursday, which means I'm going to be waiting, like, another week to get some more paper. If I fuck that shit up. Boy, Mike.
What up?
Mike.
What up?
Why HR sent me a paper today?
Shoot that bitch, man.
HR sent me a paper today, and that bitch told me. That bitch said exactly how many hours I got that I could take off to be with Jackson. That shit said 480. I said smooth. Take them all at once.
That's crazy. Niggas allotting you time to spend time with your own seed.
Nigga, no, I can spend as much time with that nigga as I want and not get paid for it. They giving me time to spend with that nigga and get paid for it.
Oh, that should pay time off for you.
Yeah. That's not like my vacation or nothing, because she like wrote it all down for me. She's like, so I got like my base time is 480 hours, and then after that I have paid personal leave, which is 240 hours, and then after that I have vacation, and then after that I have sick time. So basically a bunch of time that I ain't gotta go to work.
No.
Shit, nigga might not quit till he burn through all that shit.
Obviously, nigga, that'd be the smart idea. Don't you think?
Nigga, good.
Like the same shit. On one time,
and everything on
like, come on, like, come on, my nigga. Like, one, it's the same shit. He said one you're getting paid and one you're not. Like, what the fuck? Either way, you're still not going to work. Like.
Shit, I don't know, man. I might transfer to somewhere else in Purdue. Because if I transfer to somewhere else in Purdue, I can keep all that shit. Like, all my benefits and everything stay the same. All my fucking vacation time, paid time off, all that shit. I can get to keep all that shit. Shit, them niggas already sending me papers about adding that nigga Jackson to my insurance. Niggas like, you need to add your seed to your insurance so you can get some expensive ass medicine.
Oh, that shit work like that? That's hard.
Yeah, Purdue
shit,
pays for all my insurances.
Yeah, we talking about that
Purdue
shit too.
pays for all my like, they pay for all my insurances and everything, so I mean, might as well let them niggas pay for Jackson shit and let him have some good ass shit, like. Since y'all niggas, I mean, since y'all offering. Them niggas sent me hella papers for child daycare and all type of shit.
Chalky, folks.
Like this fucking Purdue daycare.
I don't even bitch.
Yeah, tell me why I was clocking in. That nigga Andy said, "You off today?" Nigga, if I was off today, would I be clocking in? And I was just thinking to myself, like, this nigga Andy is special.
Sometimes, like, I feel like people, like, you know, they don't, like, they know that they want to say something, but they don't know or really don't care what it is. They just, like, they just either hear themselves talk.
My nigga, you literally.
They just, like, I don't know. Or, you know, just, like, he likes you that much that he just wants to say something no matter what.
Bro, you like literally just described this nigga Andy to a T, bro. Because the funny part is about that nigga, bro, he's old, bro.
This
like,
nigga
let me just say
shit.
Like, he's like, I mean, he's not old, bro. He's 56, bro. Like, and this nigga already, like, he already has, like, early, like, stages of dementia. Like, he can't really remember much. Like, he can't really remember his recipes or nothing. And that nigga just ramble, bro. Like, when he talk, he just ramble.
Yeah.
So I call that nigga the rambling man.
Yeah. He fuck with the Allman Brothers.
Bro, that nigga is so funny, bro. Like, but the thing is that he don't know what he doing so much that if you don't have to, like, actually work side by side to him, the shit's really funny. But if that nigga, if I had to work side by side to the nigga, I would not be laughing. Like, I'd be like, bro, like, get this nigga away from me. Fuck. I've worked, bro, like, I worked with this nigga on his first day, and this nigga asked me if he should take his plastic gloves off that he just took out of a box of about 500 of them bitches, and said, should I take them off and put them in my pocket and save them for later?
What's wrong with this nigga?
Like,
get this nigga out the kitchen.
You handle it.
He's thinking about the company, but you don't gotta do all that. Help yourself, not the company.
Like niggas was like, bro, Purdue make enough money for you to switch your gloves, bro. Like,
I seen a nigga say, yo, this nigga asked me for my roaches, so I'm finna give it to him. And the nigga emptied out his little car ashtray into the nigga bare hands.
Oh, I saw
and
that.
Put that shit
in
his hoodie pocket, like ashes and all, like.
Walked off.
Like nigga, you gonna put it in your pocket like that?
Like
he's like,
yeah. He said, alright, B, thanks. Fucking walked off like he didn't just do what he did.
And he looked at that man like he was possessed.
Wait, you said he did. You say dude asked him to do what?
He said, let me get them roaches. So the nigga emptied like his car ashtray, ashes and all, with the roaches in there into his pocket. Or not into his pocket, into his hand, into his bare hand, and the nigga took the ashes and everything and put that shit in his little hoodie pocket and walked off. Nigga's like, G, you just gonna put that shit in your pocket? He's like, yeah, nigga. Like a handful, like if you took a big, like your car ashtray and emptied it in your bare hands, like that's what the fuck's gonna do.
It was like full, like it was like literally like layers, like liters of ash. Like how would you measure
with a
ash?
Couple roaches in that motherfucker, like 6 roaches maybe. Buku ash though.
That bitch was like a fire pit after you had a bonfire, huh?
Swear.
Like, bruh, more.
Nigga still had a cherry. The cherry luckily fell out his hand. He would have dropped the whole shit.
Couple little sticks in the motherfucking big ass pile of ash.
He said, bro, let me get that ash. Let me get the roaches.
Boy, that's the worst kind of nigga there is, boy. Oh, let me get your roaches ass.
Hate that shit.
Don't you know that nigga? If a nigga asks you for your roaches,
that nigga smoking them.
I used to ask my. I was about to say I used to ask my mom for her roaches, but that's it, bro. I'd never ask another nigga for his roach.
It's a symbol of class, man. So saying, can I wear your Ralph Lauren drawers? No, nigga. What a dookie emoji at, man.
Motherfucker. Yeah, this shit say that they got 5 people streaming this shit right now.
What?
San Andreas. Yeah, I'm gonna run that shit without the cheat codes.
Yeah, it's really easy, honestly. I was like, damn, bro, this shit used to be the hardest shit in the world. But GTA so fucking hard, like, nigga. Back then that was, you know what I mean? GTA 5, like,
right.
The shit niggas gotta do on that shit. You gotta
GTA 5 just so right, GTA 5 so over the top, nigga. You gotta empty so many clips, my nigga. Like you damn near gotta have unlimited money and ammo and shit, bro. Like, nigga, you do the missions and just get the wetting shit up, nigga. You go through hell fucking bullets hitting niggas, not hitting niggas. Like,
shit crazy, especially on the Doomsday shits. Like, niggas had to do that Doomsday
bro,
shit the other day.
I ain't never even done that shit, bro.
Just cause we was that bored. Well, actually, we was beefing with some niggas and we got split up. So I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna invite y'all to the heist so we all be in the same spot." And we ended up doing that shit, and it was a setup. That shit was so motherfucking hard. I said, "Y'all niggas not ready for this shit, bro." I said, "Why we not ready?" I said, "Cause y'all niggas not ready."
I know, nigga. I was in the party.
Oh yeah, the AI on that motherfucker.
I was about to say, or maybe. Maybe I wasn't in the party and you just tell niggas they ain't ready so much that it just so happened to be another occasion where niggas wasn't ready.
I ain't popped in GTA since then. You downloaded it?
Yep. No, not yet.
So I ain't in no rush. They say the Pakistani glitch over with though.
What he said?
That's what Scott was saying.
Did they come?
Not yet.
Oh. I mean, yeah, honestly, because you know another landlord would have been like, bro, just go outside and clean it up, right?
No, you bitch!
Right. Bro, Mike.
Bro, what's the score?
Right, that's what
we
I'm
getting
saying.
killed. Wow, we just fucking lost, bro. I think I just lost my fucking 10-game winning streak. I'm tight. Come on, Bron. Pick it up, Bron. Come on, Bron.
Right. But hell yeah, because Mike.
Yo.
Nigga, picture that the maintenance people left fucking shingles from the roof in the yard. And nigga, Tori texted the fucking landlord and told the landlord that that shit was in the yard. And I guess she said something about cleaning it up, and that nigga told her that she ain't have to worry about cleaning it up. He finna send them niggas out here to clean that shit up.
Yeah, nigga, that's their job. Niggas gotta hire a whole separate cleanup crew.
Like nigga, you know, nigga, most landlords would have been like, all right, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Depends if you paying rent or if you own the shit. If you paying rent, them niggas supposed to handle their fucking business. But if you renting to own and that's part of your lease where niggas don't give a fuck, that's different.
Nigga, if I say landlord, nigga, I'm talking about renting, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. So that nigga supposed to definitely be handling his shit. That's part of the contract.
That nigga the first landlord I ever had that was on his shit like that.
Yeah, nigga supposed to
be.
Because honestly, nigga, like
Georgetown.
You supposed to give a fuck,
even
bro.
when I lived in Georgetown, and that's a whole apartment complex. Them niggas didn't give a fuck, bro.
That's different.
Property manager didn't give a fuck.
That's different because the property manager don't own that shit. That's a job. So he don't give no fuck. But a nigga that owns that house and he the landlord, like nigga, you gonna make sure this shit right. Whether who living in that motherfucker or not.
I mean, shit, bro. But you gotta think about it, bro. This nigga bought this house literally a month and a half before he rented it to us. This nigga ain't even never been here before.
Still, he still owns it though. It's not like some nigga that just clocks in and got a bunch of buildings he's supposed to take care of. He ain't give a fuck about. Nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck either. But if it's my cribs, like nigga, ain't nobody this shit falling back on except me. Then you gotta take care of your shit. Them niggas always gonna give a fuck way more. Cause nigga, that's they shit. You can leave out that motherfucker. He gonna be stuck with that bitch.
I mean, shit. Nigga, I done rented from niggas who own houses that still didn't give a fuck. Niggas just be bullshitting, man. Niggas don't be trying to get the shit done, man.
Damn, I lost hella chemistry.
Basically, take the money from rent and pay for stuff.
Well, shit. Nigga, a roof job, that nigga gonna be out a few months of rent.
I don't know, look, check out Twitter, man. Nigga snapped off fucking win streak.
No, Mike, you getting off 2K?
Yeah, I should've never got on this shit in the first place. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mike,
5,
bitch, you can't put up fucking 10 threes and make one and then expect your teammates to still fuck with you heavy?
Niggas went 12 game run. And now we got to play Houston next, I believe. Yeah, Houston and Golden State. Oh no, we in LA with it.
Cause bitch, you know damn well if that was you in real life, nigga, and your teammate was right there putting them shots like that, you would be like, bro, quit doing that shit.
Last niggas we lost to was Golden State. We went 12-0 after we lost to the niggas again. Next nigga we got to play Rockets and Golden State again. Let me see if we beat the Rockets. No, we can't beat the Rockets. Damn, we lost by 6 points. But we got straight dubs though, man. We lost to fucking OKC. So we gonna be like 4th seed in the playoffs.
Just cause you was out there putting up
all them motherfucking things, man.
You out there
I was out of it.
Nigga, Mike was out there putting up every shot. As soon as he touched the ball, nigga shoot it. It don't matter where he at.
I wasn't dribbling or nothing. Usually I be on it. I was just throwing it.
Damn, I just got 6 more Gatorade packs. I did not need that shit. I got plenty of them hoes as it is.
I signed a deal for a contract. Them niggas supposed to be giving me them shits before every game or something. I don't be getting none of them shits.
What you gotta do to get them shits. I don't care, but bro, Gatorade shits ain't nearly as important as Boost, my nigga. Nigga, if a nigga gotta go buy a Boost for you, that nigga pussy.
Huh?
What happened? Quit hating.
Wait.
That one game took me an hour to play. That's crazy.
Man, I told you take them fucking quarters
That's
down,
one
Mike.
thing that always killed me about 2K too, is that like, man, it makes it so hard to grind with one game.